We don't even air this part. Why are we recording this?
We air something.
Hello? Hello, buddy. Hello?
Welcome to the SKIDS Podcast, where Tim is immediately before we even start the show.
Okay, we're just sitting there with our thumbs up our asses for like a good 15 seconds. But it doesn't air. It literally doesn't air.
Who cares? Deal with it.
It's a hype thing for us.
Deal with
It
it.
gets me hyped up. Yeah.
Welcome to SKIDS Podcast. I'm your host, Jake Kopke. I'm here with Tim Gage.
I don't think so.
And Kevin McNichols.
Hi.
Who's... That's about as good as I'm going to give you. Sorry.
That's
you don't get much out of it, especially with that fucking hair, dude. 2 weeks in a row. What the
2 weeks in a row.
Get rid of it.
Actually, it's been technically longer than that.
No, but
Through the holidays.
It's the terrible way you're
Jesus, this
styling
fucking
it.
diva over here. Listen to him. Get rid of it.
It's terrible. Your hair sucks, dude. It sucks.
Oh,
It's not sexy.
No, that's
it's not
you
to my
saying that.
liking.
Jeez Louise. And what's up with your shirt? Oh my God. That's 3 weeks in a row.
What's with what you're wearing?
And those shoes. God.
That's so last year, you
Why are you
loser.
trying to be a yid?
It's a gay yid. I guess you want to be the sassy yid.
Okay.
And actually I'm big Shane, so
No, you're not.
Yeah, well,
I don't sound Jewish.
that's your complaint.
gay.
Yeah, I've made a character. A gay Jew,
Oh,
Shane.
A bad character? That's
Yeah,
good.
so I think it's a hilarious character. And so
He's
our
a-
followers
He's
and
a gay
listeners, too.
cowboy named Shane.
I'm Tim. I made a character too. Look how stupid I am.
It's actually pretty good.
You know what? Character Tim? That's going to be my new one.
That's a good one, bud.
Hey guys, I got some stuff to talk about. Have you guys seen the TikTok stuff? Tim Gage.
The what?
TikTok.
Yeah, we do last name. We did last names. It's fine. I
Yeah, we've
forgot
been
about
doing last names for 2 years. What the fuck?
Actually, I think we're at about almost year 3, aren't we?
2 years, though, of the last names.
Oh, I thought we did it from the beginning.
No, it was probably... I guess 6
That's
months.
when
in, so probably 2.5.
Shane took the mantle of host.
Oh,
started
yeah,
announcing
yeah.
us. That's
when
when
he
the last
came to the
names
realization
yeah.
he was the star of the
Yeah.
show.
Our fucking mighty
Somebody's
leader
got to
over here.
be.
Our
You guys fucking
our
suck.
Lord and fucking Savior over here.
I mean, if you want to elevate me to the deity...
There's
that's
no
fine.
elevation needed, dude. You've already done it yourself,
yeah,
man.
no shit.
I am that
There
good.
was no nominations or nothing like that. You just fucking put yourself there.
I don't need to be nominated.
That's what
I know
God
my
does.
fucking
He's like,
place.
I'm already here, dude. You
Yeah.
don't fucking do that.
You guys,
I am
worry about
here
it. Yeah.
now.
The only difference is, though, I will never sacrifice myself. I will sacrifice my flock.
Well, that's what God did too.
Well,
Like,
that's true.
Son, go down there and kill yourself.
you have to sacrifice your own son, Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would consider you guys my sons.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yuck.
My incestuously gay sons. You guys are really
Stop
weird.
touching yourselves. Get off him, Tim.
That reminds
No, he gets a spray bottle out.
that reminds
Stop.
That reminds me of the fucking. There was I guess a Vine. It was the two brothers sitting in bed. They're laying in bed. They're pretending to be. At first, you just think that they're conjoined twins, and they're like, "No, you jerk me off, so because I want to feel like it's different." And then
I want to use my other arm.
yeah, exactly.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I want to use my other arm. And then like the mom walks in and is like, "Guys, stop fucking pretending to be conjoined twins. What are you doing?" And they're like, "All right, mom." They're just brothers jerking each other. It's fucking hilarious.
It sounds awful.
It is, but it's hilarious. I like awful fucking stuff. It was hilarious.
No.
Tim knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's good
it is.
fun
I don't think
stuff.
I ever saw it.
It's good. I don't know.
Did you ever
what-
see Two Girls, One Cup? I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
I've never seen that. You know why?
Good stuff.
Because I knew what the fuck it was going to be. And I was like, nope, not for me.
Before anybody else, he already knew.
Not for me.
Before it was released or anything, Shane knew.
The second
Shane
I
knew
saw
exactly
an Asian
what it
chick,
was.
I knew exactly what was going to
There's no
happen.
Asian
There
chick.
was no Asian chick in that.
I'm just imagining.
Well,
there
Asian
was.
chicks do a lot of that bukkake, or what's
It's
the, what do they call it?
bukkake's different.
Bukkake is one of the
Yeah,
things
what's the poopy
German
one?
is
Scheiße.
That's
Yeah,
the Germans.
that would be
yeah.
German.
German. They love
I get
their
it. They're on the
scheiße.
axis of evil or whatever.
That's true.
But, it's not the same thing.
No, the
Tim.
little geyser girl was geyser girl in the bathtub. Tub girl. That's what it was. Tub
Yeah.
girl.
That was
Another
was
thing
that
I'm-
an Asian?
That was Asian.
Yeah,
Another,
yeah.
another
okay.
thing I'm not a fan
I
of.
saw that
Right.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Or the people that eat cereal out of gaping pussies.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a guy
Like,
smoke a bong out of a
put
pussy.
milk in it and shit. And it's like, what the fuck
So
are you doing, dude?
The bald-headed
Fruit
dude that
Loops?
shoved his head right up a chick's vagina.
Oh,
You ever
Beetlejuice.
see that one? Beetlejuice? Is that
Beetlejuice did that. Yeah, the
Oh,
guy
he
from
did?
Howard Stern.
This wasn't like a midget. This was a regular.
He's not a
sized
midget
guy.
either.
He's just got a
thought he
small
was-
head.
No.
Well, it wasn't
he's,
Beetlejuice.
He's very short, but that's not what he
No.
has.
Well, this was a regular
He's-
height guy.
He's
Got his whole head inside a woman's vagina.
His head's like this big around,
Damn,
Kevin.
dude.
Beetlejuice's head's
Yeah.
like that. It's
Well,
tiny.
Well, I'm just saying, this guy's head was normal sized.
You got it in there then, huh?
No, he did.
He reversed.
Was it
birthed
a was it a bigger woman or just a standard sized woman?
She was a bigger woman.
It was a horse.
Well, did you hear about the guy who was caught trying to fuck a horse's nostril?
What?
Yeah, I think it was Texas. I'm not 100%, but he got caught
Seems
trying
like
to put his penis inside
bad idea.
a horse's nostril because
Nostril?
he didn't want to put it in his mouth because it would bite his dick off. And now he was caught was by taking his dick and hitting the horse on the nose with his dick, trying to warm the horse up.
But why would the
His
horse
girlfriend
think
caught
that
him.
that's hot?
Yeah, I have no fucking clue why. This
Why would the horse be like,
I
oh,
have
you're
no
right, this
idea.
is sexy. Stick
The
it
horse's
in, dude.
nose is not going to get aroused.
Exactly. Well, he thought he would moisten it up like a woman's vagina with his dick by getting it excited. I don't know.
He's like
Not how that
introducing
works.
bacteria to it.
But yeah, it takes all types, man.
It really does.
Yeah, it's,
Look,
really
it just
does.
proves that guys will fuck anything.
they will.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
stab wounds, you name it. Guys will put a penis in it.
Yeah.
Stomas, I've heard about that, where they get the plug removed and added a
Colostomy bag.
colostomy bag, colostomy,
Yeah.
And they
and
do the hole?
dude will fuck that hole. Yeah,
whoa, like getting the internal organs.
literally. Yeah, putting his penis in the organs.
Yeah.
hmm
All up in them.
All
guts.
up in
All
them
up in
guts.
them guts.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
horrifying.
thing, Kevin. We're not gonna get into the TikTok thing I said earlier.
Well, speaking of stab wounds.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't either.
Jesus
I don't either.
Christ, you guys.
So TikTok.
Nope. Pull up the Instagram thing. There's a fucking wild video from Ukraine.
Yes, there really is a wild
So
video. In
a Ukrainian soldier.
What's going on in Ukraine in the first place?
I
Let's break
mean-
that down for an hour and a half.
We called it Putin on the Ritz or
Putin
Blitz.
on the
Putin
Ritz.
on the
Putin
Blitz.
on the
Let's go on
Ritz.
how many months now?
It's over 2 years.
Yeah.
It started like 6 months after we started the show. So this is Ukrainian footage from a Ukrainian soldier. Don't know his status at the moment. I would assume dead. But he gets in a fight with a Russian soldier, and it looks like everybody else is gone. It's just
My
these
God,
two.
There's so many ads on this fucking site. Hold on a second.
What is this?
Well, then go to the other one that I sent you. It's
No,
just above
I'm just gonna use Brave. So that
Just go to the other one above it. In
Hold on.
Instagram. Go into
no,
Instagram.
that's what I did.
No, go into Instagram.
You got it.
Go
Kevin.
back into
Don't worry
Instagram.
about it. You got it,
Hold on.
Kevin, go back into
You just-
fucking
look,
Instagram.
just
right
pull it
here.
up.
Here we
I
are.
understand that. Just go into Instagram.
Do it how Shane wants you to
Oh
do
my
it.
Because
God.
literally right above it is the same fucking thing. It's not. I'm joking. I got you.
God,
Oh,
you
yeah.
douchebag.
He sure did. No, you were wrong. And you go, oh, it was a joke. It was a joke.
I sent it to
I
you.
got you.
Here, I'll send it.
Got
No, it's
you.
fine. I got it right here.
No, it's cool. I already got another one for you.
Well, it's fine. We got this one.
Hold
here.
up. Let's fire
Bring
this
it up
fucker
to full size, motherfucker.
It is up to full size.
It's not.
Someone
That's
is-
full
it
size.
is.
Someone is pissed that they
No,
were wrong.
That's full size.
That's full size. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Someone is pissed
That
that,
is
they
dumb.
were wrong.
So here's the video that
It wasn't
he
wrong.
was
I
talking
sent it.
about.
It's on
So
there.
this happened in Ukraine. A Ukrainian soldier and a Russian soldier
See, Tim?
are
It's right there.
having a firefight that turns into a
Right
brutal knife
fucking
fight,
there.
which leads to some interesting happenings.
Yeah, Shane, set it up, dude. You
Yeah.
gotta let Kevin set this shit up.
He's not very good at
fuck's
this.
wrong
This
with
is
you,
your
dude?
video.
I was starting it, but then you were yelling at me.
Be
I
right.
didn't like
Fucking
that.
Be right.
Oh, I'm
it's a
so
Uk-
sorry.
It's a Ukrainian.
Someone has got a fucking
Anyway,
corner in him today.
So a Ukrainian soldier ends up coming up to a fucking house of some sort that's rubble everywhere because that's
Ukrainian.
They fought in the Palisades.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's bum
Hey,
fights is what
yo.
we're watching.
so
It's bum
I
fights.
think if we just start the video, go ahead.
All right.
At first you see, I mean, obviously there's a warning here. It's not there's not
Doesn't
bloody
show
or
it.
anything. But anyway, the Ukrainian soldier with what appears to be some sort of AR-15 style weapon, M16 or M4. I guess M4, comes up onto a building and then gets shot at. Starts firing back at the building.
Yeah, he got hit.
Yeah, he definitely got hit. Down a bit. I mean, I think I can see a little bit of blood on his hand.
Yeah, you can.
But that could be from anything, to be honest.
Ooh, that's a brutal firefight, man.
And so, yeah, they get in a pretty good firefight. Yeah, there's blood on the hand. It looks like he got a grenade. That's what it was. And then he goes around the corner, and they get in a fist fight, essentially. And now they're in a struggle for their lives. And during this, it was a knife. It turned into a knife fight. The Russian soldier opened up the other guy pretty bad.
Cut my whole body open.
And he's telling the Russian soldier that, you know, it hurts.
Has he got his finger in the dude's mouth or something? Oh, he's holding his vest.
Yeah. He said, "Don't touch me anymore. Stop. Let me die." And the Russian soldier's still holding the knife, but the Russian soldier really fucked up.
Yeah.
Just asked him to go away. He just let him die by himself.
You're the best fighter in the world, he says.
Yeah. And it's pretty fucking wild. I mean, like, that this footage got out there.
Bye, you were better.
Yeah. And the Russian soldier had said goodbye to him also. I don't believe that you can really hear it on here, but... Oh, there it is.
Goodbye.
Like, they gave each other respect after this.
Yeah,
Which is crazy. And then, so that's the end of that video. Might want to jump out of that. Turn it off.
Jesus Christ.
Before we
Why
get
don't you
into...
walk him through the whole thing there?
Go ahead and bring up... So
Now push this button there.
So we
Go ahead
ended
and
up...
click that there.
Ended up finding... after it, the guy actually did an interview. The Russian soldier. Yeah. And he was talking about the video that was, you know, definitely kind of famous right now.
Says video being circulated. Did you see yesterday?
There you go.
Yeah,
that's way louder than I thought it would be.
Ukraine didn't notice that. I didn't notice that the Ukraine had a camera. I didn't see it at all. And then yesterday, when my younger brother, he showed it to me. Look, watching it, it's you, right? I couldn't watch it. Well, as they say, it's hard to watch it again. It's such a long video. I thought it was a minute, 2 minutes maximum of fighting. That's what I thought. Well, actually, it was a long fight, it turns out.
Because I believe the actual video is like 8 to 10 minutes.
And that's when we talk again, right? Well, goodbye. Let me die there. Let me go. Goodbye. I don't remember that one. Because the adrenaline was there. The shock was there.
I like how they have some words that are the same as ours.
It turns out this humanity is staged like a true warrior. With respect. Well, he's human after all. He's a fighter too. He fights for his country. So am I. Well, we have to keep our humanity somehow.
I mean, look how fucked up his face still is.
Humanity must still remain.
It's pretty fucking wild, right? That they even got an interview with this guy afterwards.
Yeah.
The fact that, I mean, like with how fucking scary the fighting is over there with all the drones. You know, you've got the drones that drop bombs, and then you've got the FPV drones. I forget what the ones that drop bombs are called.
I don't know either.
But they have FPV drones, which are the first-person view drones, the ones that people fly with like a VR headset. And, I mean, those are brutal. Just the fact that
I've seen some of the videos.
I've seen tons of videos.
They're crazy.
And they're absolutely brutal. One of the craziest videos I saw was there's a Russian soldier that had found a little hatch that he could climb down this little ladder in this hatch and hide underground. Well, the FPV drone just flew in and just sat there and waited, pointing at it until the guy opens the hatch, looks around, and then they blow it up.
Holy shit.
And I mean, so like, you don't even have to be anywhere fucking near to do this. You know, it's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, that war's... I mean, you
It's
want to talk about
brutal.
war crimes as well. Holy shit.
Well, that's any war. Any war has war crimes.
Yeah, but you don't see it like this, and the reason being is because people didn't videotape everything then.
Well, okay, you're
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah. This is one of the first wars where this is sort of thing has happened.
I watched one video where I believe it was Ukrainian soldiers. They had captured one of the guys, but they were outside the building that he came from, asking the guy, "Where are all your friends? Where are they at? Where's everybody at?"
Yeah.
And then, the guy's not talking. They're punching him and shit. And finally, the guy tells him, "Look, they're over there." They just fucking unload on him and then fucking move on. And so, I mean,
yeah, that's war.
It's pretty fucking brutal. It's absolutely brutal fighting, and the fighting is more like World War I than it is like any modern war.
Yeah, because they actually have trench warfare going on over there, aren't they?
Talk about modern war. My ass is fucking drones flying over and exploding over people's heads.
Well, you got to mix up all sorts of,
But it's
war
it's still more like World War I than it is like World War II, Vietnam, any of those. Because of the trench
Kuwait
warfare.
and all that shit was
yeah.
pretty.
But Kuwait, they were moving house to house. Here, it's like they don't get to do that because of the trenches.
Yeah, it's
and
scorched earth is what.
Well, and that's the other thing. Everything is so blown up that it looks like fucking no man's land.
It does. Yeah.
Out of World War One.
It really does. It looks.
And
it evokes those images from like that you see from the old photos and stuff from World War One and World War Two and like Europe and
there are
like
some
that.
similarities because Russia's well known for their artillery.
Yeah.
Germany was known for their artillery when World War One started. And, so, Russia's fucking just launching artillery like crazy.
Just pounding the shit out of that place.
Ukraine's fought back with, like, drones. Russia's come in with their drones. And, like, the drone warfare is the nightmare of it.
Yeah,
that's something you don't want to go up against.
No,
and that's still rather new
don't.
On the battlefield, at least in this form.
I think I saw one video where they're dragging their buddy and they just ditched their buddy.
Well,
because a drone was coming.
The guy that was on the stretcher on the one that I saw might be the same one.
Yeah.
The guy on the stretcher, the second the drone fucking comes down, he jumps up and runs away. And it's like, oh, he wasn't that hurt. I mean, he was probably really hurt, but he's like, I'm getting the fuck.
I'm either going to stay here and die, or I can try to run for it.
Yeah, when fight or flight
hurt.
kicks in.
Yeah, you get adrenaline.
You can get up and move at times
when normally you wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
So it's pretty wild. Like I said, it's wild that they found him and did an interview with him afterwards.
Yeah.
And the fact that his brother found the video and was like, "Hey, this is you."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, what a way to celebrate Christmas too.
Yeah.
No shit. Christmas tree was back there.
I didn't know they celebrated Christmas over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
it's worldwide,
Russians
huh?
Yeah, the whole Christian thing. Yeah. It's kind of worldwide.
Well, that guy doesn't look Christian.
Why? Because he's almost Asian Russian?
Yeah, I was going to say he looks more like he's Hindu or something like that, or Hindi. No, not Hindi. What do they? What do the Asian people have? What's their religion? They don't.
What, Asians?
Communism?
Yeah, communism.
Communism's
that's their religion. That's their faith.
No,
Buddha. That's
the state. Hail to the state.
It becomes a religion.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, if you look at North Korea, it is a religion.
Yeah, he's their god.
Kim Jong-un, literally their deity. Yeah. It's
Remember,
fucking insane.
He doesn't shit, and he hit. When he went golfing, he got bored after 9 holes because he hit 9 hole-in-ones.
Yeah,
so he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna finish this. I'm too good at this game.
Bring me my women,
dude.
Bring me my harem."
Yep.
He has actually got I forget what the name of the guard is called, but there's a specific guard around him that's nothing but women, like trained assassin style women that are all just super hot. They're there just to be looked at, essentially. But
there's more than looking, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, and actually he has that
for
too.
The king.
He blesses them.
He has that too. He has a harem of women that he
I'm sure he does.
He's allowed to do.
A lot of these dictators have.
If you're a god, I guess you can do what you want, right?
At what point?
Oh
though,
wait,
I was like,
I'm your guys' god. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys. That's gross.
We've already been forsaken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gross.
Yep. That didn't take long.
I became an atheist.
That didn't take
just
long.
now.
You don't believe in me?
I don't believe in you.
I'm right here. You're talking to me.
I don't believe it. I think this is.
You don't have
lie.
to believe it.
This is a lie.
Did we ever get into the DMT shit that was going on?
The laser thing?
Have you guys seen that shit?
Oh,
not on the show though. We talked about it before a show once.
Did we talk about? I thought we talked about it.
Not on the show.
Okay.
We talked about it before. We couldn't find videos of it.
Well, because the only video I found is like this long documentary.
That's
that
the
was
problem.
done, which
Same
I think
here.
you probably saw a similar
Same
one.
here.
Yeah.
I found some shorts from the guy. Apparently, the guy's like, look, I brought a dude in and didn't tell him anything.
Yeah.
Just had him take the DMT.
Well, if it's the same guy I'm thinking of,
It's the same guy.
he did this to more than one person.
Yes, but
yeah.
in the video that I'm talking about specifically, he had this guy and he's like, I never told him anything, didn't tell him what and I put the lasers up, and I was just like, what's up, and the guy's like, holy shit, I see it, the fucking code. There's a code here.
Yeah.
That in lasers you'll see a fucking code that looks like the Matrix.
Yeah, and
fucking
this
nuts.
guy had some of these people write down what they saw and literally matched them up. It was the same with
That's the
multiple
crazy
different people.
part.
No, I saw. I did a little research on it myself. I'm skeptical still
Of course.
because
yeah.
the beams of that laser were a lot wider than a standard laser beam, and they actually did project a bit of a pattern without DMT.
Where?
It was like an X thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was it was like an X.
If you get a
or
closer
like
look
box,
at the beam of it,
like
you can actually see the pattern too.
Because lasers come in all shapes and sizes too.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
sizes, not
Yeah,
really
so the
shapes.
beam of that was an extra wide beam, and it was actually broken up already prior to.
It's diffracted. That's what
yeah,
it's called.
Yeah, it's diffracted.
So of course
So,
it's broken up. That's what diffracted is.
Well, and so that's why they're seeing these similar patterns, because they're actually seeing the actual diffraction of the beam itself. I don't think they're looking into another dimension. Or any
Well,
other
that's not
nonsense
exactly
the guy was
what
talking
Yeah,
is
that's-
being
No,
said.
because one guy
Not-
said he was
not at
looking
all.
through the beam and into another dimension.
Well, see, that's the thing. When you take DMT, it does have that kind of effect
That's
on you
what I
to
mean.
where you
It's a
feel like you
drug-induced
are
hallucination.
seeing.
But DMT tends to be very similar to everybody that's on it.
Yes,
That's the other thing that's crazy.
I've done it, and I
People
had
will see like
a wild experience.
well, and you'll see like shapes that look like deities and shit
yeah,
like that.
no, yeah. Like I met 3 shapes. They looked like the shapes of humans, but they were just silhouettes.
And they're
and
like
they were
geometric,
throwing.
right?
They were throwing geometric shapes at me.
This happens to everybody.
And as they
This is what's
passed
crazy.
through me, I was filled with knowledge. And at the time when I was in it, I understood everything that they were telling
Yeah.
me. And when I came out of it, it's like a dream where you only remember fragments. And I didn't remember any of the knowledge that they gave me through those geometric patterns. But the
Sounds
geometric
like Kevin.
patterns were crazy. I mean, I do remember kind of what they looked like, and they were moving and warping as they came towards you.
But the crazy part about it is like everybody basically sees the same thing, and you don't get that with other drugs.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
That's
right.
the crazy part, because you don't get the same experiences from people that take mushrooms or take fucking other hallucinogens.
LSD, yeah.
They don't give you the same experience every
No.
time. You know what I mean? When it comes to DMT, it seems to give everybody virtually the same experience, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
It's not like other drugs where you're like, oh, I saw the wall melt, and the other guy's like, I didn't see any of that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody sees the same
People
shit.
always
That's what's crazy about
people always, whenever they take DMT, they encounter entities.
it. Yes.
And these entities communicate with them in various ways, usually with geometric patterns and things like that. And while you're in the trip, you can understand what you're being told. It's almost like your brain is, you got like some it translates it for you somehow.
Kevin's trans. I
But,
knew
I
it.
mean-
I fucking knew that's what the hair was.
And maybe one of these days I'll go more into what I remember about the whole thing. But it's
pretty fucking wild.
It
though.
is wild, and it's extremely profound experience.
And from what I hear is like, is it DMT or is it the other one? So the one that gives you the death. There's one of them that gives you a death, like it's your ego just dies. I don't know that it's DMT.
I
It
don't
might
know
be
if
the
it's
other
DMT.
one.
It might be maybe. Is that maybe peyote? Or
No, it's something
No?
else. It's along the lines of DMT.
Well, I know there's another one that's really intense. It's DMT in it. It's ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. That's the one that gives you
yeah.
the death.
Okay.
So in that one, virtually everybody, not everybody, so it's not quite like DMT where it's pretty much like it's like 99% of the people that see the same exact shit.
yeah, or
in-
similar or
in-
versions of the same
in
thing. Yeah.
Ayahuasca, it's more of a, it's a little different. Not everybody sees this exact thing, but most people have like a death in it. Like they go in, they see their own death, their own mortality, and then come out at the other side like just like, oh, I can just live now. You know?
Yeah, people come out really changed.
Yeah. Same with Abound. Abound for like people that are like addicts, like heroin addicts,
Yeah.
shit like that. They go in and they come out then they don't even want to touch it again.
I've actually heard about that. Like
It's fucking crazy.
They treat people with that for that in some countries.
Yeah, and Mexico's one.
Mexico.
The other crazy thing about it is like people go and be like, I just don't want to smoke anymore, cigarettes.
Yeah.
And they'll just be like, I don't have the craving anymore at all. And they go on this trip that's like an hour and a half or whatever, and then they come out, they're like, yeah, I don't want to touch any of that shit again.
Yeah.
Like alcoholics, done.
Well, that's the
Done.
thing, and they don't get withdrawals or anything.
No, it's fucking
even,
wild.
Even like
that
heroin addicts.
It's like a reset of the brain
Yeah.
to before you touched any of that shit.
Yeah, it's really crazy stuff.
Would it take away the gay?
Are you asking for
I'm
a
just curious.
friend?
I'm just curious.
Is that what got you into the game?
Yeah.
The curiosity.
Yeah, I guess I'm asking too many questions.
You're like, only one can hope, right?
Because praying isn't working.
You couldn't pray away the gay?
I couldn't pray away the gay.
No.
I mean, he couldn't pray away the gay.
Try harder.
So that conversion program didn't help,
No,
huh?
it didn't.
Well, but that's the thing. We now have the opposite version of conversion therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Essentially,
saying?
yeah,
It's the same shit.
It's gone
It's just
full
down the
circle
other
now.
side.
Now
Yeah.
you have to lose your member.
Yeah, it's
Or
pretty
your
wild
tits.
that it's gone that far around. That it's
Yeah.
now that's the new thing that is the outrage.
Yeah.
How did it happen?
Well, that one
How
guy,
did we get here?
that's that one guy predicted it. That Russian dude. They called it.
Which one?
Yuri Bezmenov.
Yep, Bezmenov.
I don't think he didn't predict
He-
that
well,
specifically.
he did predict
He predicted everything
the
else,
degradation of society,
The way
and
it
that sort of
happened.
thing. Yeah,
Not
and-
necessarily
Well,
what
it would
happened.
make
Yeah.
people abandon reason.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
absolutely happened.
Yeah.
Where you can
abandon
show
logic.
them,
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
where you can literally show them truth, and they'll look at it and go, "No, that's not real."
Yeah.
And
That's
now with
not
AI,
my truth.
Well, now with AI, that's even easier. Like to
Oh,
just be
man.
like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
got to be AI."
Yeah.
So even if you show somebody a completely real thing, they're gonna no AI did that.
Yeah. Well, even if they do say, well, they have to, well, if it's a social media thing, they have to, disclose that it's AI generated.
That doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean shit.
No, people are going to believe whatever they want to believe.
It's true.
And even more so now, I think we're kind of getting back into the like the dark ages, or somewhere long, long ago where everyone believed in all this weird shit, and now we're just getting into the modern version of that.
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
with the tools we have at our disposal
Yeah,
as well.
it's
I mean,
super easy.
the fact that we can now have glasses that give us all the information instantly. The Google Lens and
Yeah,
Apple,
still not quite there.
Apple glasses.
Yeah.
Or what's Meta has a pair of glasses now.
Yeah,
too.
that's
Did they?
and they're trying to make that even smaller. I guess it's like $10,000 a pair right
Yeah.
now. No, that's just to make them for their side.
Jesus.
So that's why they're like, yeah, we need to bring the price down.
Yeah, this is not
No, it's not
feasible.
not sustainable at the moment. That's not a good.
It will be.
No,
Eventually,
at one
sure.
point it'll be.
Elon gets his
couple
chip
$100
done
bucks.
and puts it on our heads. To where
Which,
everything-
by the way, he's got apparently a new chip that is being added to that or something like that.
Is
There
that
was
right?
a second one, and apparently it's going to just enhance the one that already exists.
well, we watched that video of the
they-
guy playing chess with it, didn't we?
He was, dude.
Counter-Strike.
There's one, a guy playing
Yeah.
Counter-Strike with it.
Yeah.
and
Uh,
the thing is,
He's a quadriplegic.
and he's going to be better than any other person that plays it, because all he has to do is look at you and you're shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, his reaction
versus-
time is insane.
Versus everybody else that has to actually physically move a mouse. Those
Yeah.
milliseconds
That synapse
make
from their brain to their hand.
yeah.
Mhm.
He's deleted that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty
So
wild.
that
dude.
millisecond
Yeah.
that it would take you to do something, even if you're the fastest guy in the world, your eyeballs are faster.
Yeah.
He's got you. You're
Yeah.
done.
Maybe we should get some chips installed. That sounds like a good way to be a gamer.
I think we already are there.
Yeah.
We're in the Matrix, man.
Yeah. There's that theory as well. Sounds like an exciting theory.
What?
The whole Matrix / this is all a big
Yeah, we've said it before, and then you went,
simulation.
and then you go, I don't get it, and you just fucking yelled at us for trying to talk
No,
about
what
it.
was that? What was that
It was
argument that we had
hilarious.
about that? It wasn't about me not getting the idea of us being in a simulation. It was something else.
It was that you didn't understand the idea that if a simulation is possible, then we're more likely in it than not.
No, mine was what was the point?
Oh, yeah, that also. Why,
I think that's
but
what I
what was your
arguing
point
with.
of
Yeah,
not?
because as a means to control us, or as a
No.
means to
It's just a simulation.
simulation.
We run
yeah, who's in
simulations.
charge of it? That's what
But
I mean.
you got to remember, we run simulations on shit all the time.
I get it,
Yeah.
but that's
and not
to
for
gain knowledge,
not
isn't it?
necessarily. You can run simulations on things not to get, dude. I play hockey on my PlayStation and I simulate games. What's that for? Is there a reason? Am I trying to control
entertainment?
things?
So
No.
look at it this
it's
way.
just moving to the next game.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
There's
look
no real
at it
reason
this
to.
way. Okay, say whoever invented this simulation and they're maybe monitoring it, right? What if they've hey, fuck off.
I agree.
What if they've
I
done
agree
it,
with Tim's buttons.
What if they've done this simulation a million times and they're just wanting to see what will happen in every possibility that could happen based on the actions of the
possible
people.
For the
possibility.
purposes of knowledge?
It's
Yeah,
possible.
just-
Maybe it's not though. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're just like, fuck it. Let's
Who's
just see
they?
what happens.
That was the question I was asking too.
Whoever created it.
That's the thing. You're not gonna know.
We don't
because
know.
we're in the simulation.
Yeah, we don't
and
have an
not the
answer for
fucking,
who did
We're not
It's
controlling
I'm
it.
asking too many questions.
Well, no
Questions that
you
don't
just-
have answers.
Yeah.
It's you're asking dumb questions.
That's
that
not
don't.
dumb.
What's the point, Tim, of you asking these
Well, what's
questions?
the point of the point of being in a simulation? Is the question I'm asking.
I don't know. If we're in
That's-
it, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, but that's
If-
kind of my point.
We don't know the answer to
What?
that question.
Your point sucks.
My point is, what's the point?
No, if we're in a simulation, we got to figure out how to break the code, dude.
For the purposes of what?
So we can do
Becoming
whatever
the
the fuck we
one.
want. We so Tim,
So we can date that hot chick in the leather jumpsuit.
Yeah.
we can do anything.
Was that you?
Anything. Yeah, it's this
Yeah.
one fucking always acting up. But we could do anything at that point.
That's not good.
Well, not generally speaking.
It's not in the line.
Don't you want to do backflips with Morpheus?
You goddamn right I want to do backflips with Morpheus. I want to do more than that with him.
All right.
His
Okay.
Deep chocolate skin and honey voice and
I thought you were
Honey
going to say
voice.
lips. You were going to say lips. You queer.
they
Tim the
look sweet.
Queen.
And his weird face pits that he's got. Like, is that acne that he had? It's just acne scars.
Could be cocaine scars.
Yeah.
Doing
Cocaine
way too
Like
much cocaine.
Seal's skin's pretty terrible too.
Yeah.
Remember that
Well,
guy?
he got a kiss
Oh, I
from
thought you meant
Rose.
actual seals.
Yeah, Seal's as well. Yeah,
That's why you got the name.
their skin's tender.
Well, Seal's got that from kissing so many roses, man. Like, roses have thorns
On the grain.
on the grain.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
against the grain.
Yeah. That guy.
All right, let's move on to TikTok.
Beta
That was
Heidi Klum,
technology.
lucky son of a
Jesus
bitch.
Christ.
Yeah, it's going out. It's what? We are what, the 18th today?
Nope, 15th, but hey.
Oh, so 3 days. 3 days and TikTok is gone.
Yep.
They're gonna-
TikTok's going bye-bye. And apparently, like you were saying, a bunch of influencers are like doing goodbye videos
Yep.
where some are freaking out, some are sad,
Look,
some are...
And all of them are hilarious.
I-
all of them.
I get it if that's your means of income.
Yeah,
I
and
get it.
people have based their income off of that.
Well, yeah,
Become
there's-
very rich from it.
There's some people that are huge stars on TikTok.
For sure.
That have no place anywhere else,
Nope.
right?
Yeah.
They might have 1,000 followers or something on Facebook or whatever, or what, you know, but
OnlyFans.
but
Yeah, yeah,
millions
yeah.
and millions of people following them on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody cares anywhere else.
it's true.
And a lot of some of these people, I mean, when they do try to go over to like YouTube or
It just
Twitch
doesn't
or something,
work.
it doesn't work.
Some have made it
Some-
out of TikTok
some
and become
can,
actors and
yeah.
actresses, that's for sure.
Some
there was
have,
that one
but-
chick that fucking she got offered a ton of money.
To do an OnlyFans?
No.
Oh.
Why are you on this fucking OnlyFans?
Because I want to see a lot of these TikTok people go to OnlyFans to make their money.
Christ. No, look, all the hot chicks that are on OnlyFans, they're already making their money.
Yeah.
Did you realize? I saw a stat today that OnlyFans last year models made $6.6 billion,
Jesus.
right?
Oh my God.
And the entirety of the NBA players made 4.2.
We got stars, folks.
That's what
we
I'm
got
saying.
fucking stars.
Like, people just want to, and people seem to think that because they're watching OnlyFans or whatever, they're like, I know her.
Well, that's the
Oh,
thing too,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
She knows that the money's coming from me, so she's paying attention to me. She's,
Right.
That's what
she's
it is.
filming for
it's
me.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's
I felt the same way when I used to go to strip clubs. When the chick would be like, "You want a lap dance?" And I'm like, "No." You know why? Because I'm not going to get anything out of
Yeah.
it, and you're getting
Yeah.
$20.
Right,
It doesn't mean anything to me.
What's the whole point of walking into a strip club anyway? Then, if that's what
Well,
you know
look,
it's
No,
Hey,
I don't
hey,
mind
hey.
going in and looking. That's
But
fine.
hey, some of these people, it's the equivalent of that guy that thinks the stripper actually likes him.
My friend Dylan.
Yep.
Oh,
I have a couple of friends.
We all
who did
have
that
that
too.
friend,
yes,
guys. We
yes.
all have that friend. That's me, by the way.
So
she wants me, guys. She touched my pee-pee.
So like a month or two before Dylan ended up killing himself, he told me, he's like, dude, do you know how much money I spent at the strip club? I'm like, no, why the fuck would I know that?
Right.
We went in there and we would go in there on like dollar shot nights. Why, like I spent $25 on there. How much did you spend? He's like, dude, I spent like over the last month and a half, like $8,000 in
Holy
same guy we're
God.
talking about, is it?
Huh?
We work with him. He doesn't work for us
No.
anymore because his divorce. He did
He's
that.
dead. No,
no, this
not the
guy-
same
this
guy.
from
Different
work-
guy.
Eyebrows
Okay.
dropped $10,000 in a month.
That's fucking crazy.
Right?
That's insane.
I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
That's insane.
Oh, it was just something to do. I was like, that's the
That's not
dumbest thing
something
I've
to
ever
do.
fucking
Something
heard,
to
dude.
do.
Yeah.
10 grand.
It'd be better to just take the $10,000 and be like, I put it on red. Let's spin that roulette.
Yeah,
wheel.
you at least have a chance of fucking winning something
Yeah.
out of it.
It's not quite 50-50. It's
No.
like, 48, and
But
then
at least there's a
of
chance
losing
of
another
making
way.
something.
But yeah.
But there are those idiots that do that.
But that's the thing. He would go in there and fucking. There was this one chick, this black chick that was really hot, and he, almost thought it was like his girlfriend. And I'm like, no, she's taking you to the champagne room because you get more money that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a preferred customer now
Yeah.
because
The
you
hot
come
tub
in all the
room does not
time.
have sex. It just has a hot tub. You get
It's
kind of wet.
fucking
It sucks.
dumb. And I was just like, dude, you gotta stop this. So then he ate a bullet, and that
You
stopped
told him
it.
to eat a bullet?
I did not tell him that.
No. He
I wouldn't
made
put
the
it past
decision
you,
on his
Shane.
own.
You've lost all this money. You
I-
suck. You should probably die.
I wouldn't put it past you either.
Look, maybe in passing.
You're probably better off dead.
Like I said, maybe in passing I might have said that, but I did.
Maybe in passing.
Yeah.
I did sell him the
And a
gun.
mean text.
He's like, I did sell him the gun.
He had
Sell him
others. He
the
would've
bullet
done it.
too.
Wait a minute.
I'm sure they came with
Things are
it.
starting to add up here. Just a second now.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, I don't understand the mentality of going. It's because the OnlyFans thing is the exact same thing as what we're talking about with the strip club thing.
Absolutely.
There are people that
it's just not
are
a person.
They're just more removed from like reality.
Well, I'd have to say that to see a person, an attractive person on TikTok, and then to see them on Instagram with a little less clothing, you're like, oh wow. But then to find out they have an OnlyFans, holy
How
shit!
many OnlyFans subscriptions do you
I don't have any. I don't. I like you. Don't like spending money on stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think
it's
dumb.
free. It's
Yeah.
fucking
exactly.
free.
You got Pornhub, you got X videos. You don't need to go fucking subscribe to it. And you can find these OnlyFans people on Pornhub or X video if you did deep.
Oh yeah, I
dive
bet
into
a lot
I
of that
get-
shit gets posted on.
It
there.
does.
Yeah,
The only
yeah.
way I can understand it is maybe if you knew someone, you're like, I know this chick, and then you're like,
What does she look like
yeah,
naked?
that I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
kind of understand. But
Right.
I had that happen in high school to being an adult afterwards. Going to a strip club and being like, oh, this is the chick we always wanted to see naked. And then I go and I was like, I'm not that
Her
impressed.
labias are hanging out. What's that all
Yeah.
about?
I was just like,
yeah.
I was not as impressed as I thought I would
She
be.
could tie him in
I
a
was like,
knot.
all right,
The
whatever.
imagination was better. Imagination
No, it was just,
version
it was
was
just
better.
a topless place.
Oh.
But I was just like, oh, she was way hotter with clothes on, which is crazy.
No, that makes sense. The mind always plays a better role than the actual.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's the
and that's what it
reality.
was.
Yep.
I mean, she
Yeah.
still wasn't a bad-looking chick. It just was like, oh, that's not what I expected
Huh.
Yeah.
at all.
She got like those slanted nipples.
No, it was just
Pancake nipples.
no. It had nothing to do with that.
They were droopy, weren't they? They drooped down. They were oddly
No, it was
placed.
the Z-shaped fucking pool table. That's what it was. What? You guys have never been to the Dancing Bear?
Not in a fucking long
They had a
long
Z-shaped
time.
pool table in there
Why?
because it's stupid.
That does sound pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's like fucking mini golf on a pool table.
Oh wow!
It's dumb.
Tell me the strippers get on top of that when the guys are
Nope.
playing too. Oh,
No, she did come in and talk to us while we were playing pool,
well, there you go.
and we were like, "Yeah,
She
'cause
wanted
we
to
know
suck
you.
your dick, dude.
Oh yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
what she was
See,
doing.
Even then, I wasn't stupid
Yeah.
and thought that. I was just like, we just came here because we knew this chick. And we're like, well, we'll go support you.
Yeah,
And then we're like, oh, all right.
yeah. There was a bartender we went to go. I mean, all the time at that one place. It's now like a Mexican bar off of 117th. It's called Chongos or something like that, or Chavos.
Okay.
But before that, it was called Spurs, and before that, it was just called.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's a dive.
Yes.
But the bartender there was fucking hot and sweet and very, chatty. I mean, we went there all the time because she was really nice to us.
Yeah.
And we're just now, fresh 21-year-old kids going to a bar, and this gal is serving them strong and really friendly and we went there all the fucking time. We even brought some underage people with us that she's like, oh no, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Served
this is a
them
good
up
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So yeah. But then she stopped
Only
working
gonna
there,
get
and we
fined
stopped winning.
10 grand.
Stopped going.
Stop waiting.
Stopped winning there.
Stop waiting.
All right,
there.
words. I had a similar thing, but a little different because our band actually got to play at a strip club, and the bartender, she was fucking gorgeous.
Right?
Oh yeah, that was the show
Gorgeous.
I couldn't go to because I wasn't 21 yet at the time. Yeah, I remember that.
We played it, and it's weird playing punk rock at a strip club. Chicks dancing super fast to your fucking music. You're like, this is fucking nuts. But then finding out that the bartender there was the daughter of the owner who has stabbed people before over shit. So we're like, oh, she's just off limits.
limits.
You don't even talk. After that, I was like, I don't even want to turn in my tickets for my drinks. We got free drinks for playing.
You can have these back. I don't want
I was
them.
like, meh. You could take it. But then I remember some chick that had
Don't
like a
stab me.
fucking butterfly tattoo. She was pretty hot, too.
Yeah.
That was about it. That's all I remember from the strip club nights.
Yeah, I'm
playing
glad.
shows.
That's out of my system. I have no desire to go back
Oh,
to this place.
no.
Me and
At
my friend
all.
Dylan used to go all the time. We'd go like pretty much every week. Because we had the same nights off at work, so we'd pretty much go on our nights off.
Yeah, it's
And we knew some chicks that liked to go too, so we'd bring them, and it was enjoyable, especially when they had like Goldschlager nights, which was literally $1 a shot of Goldschlager.
Jesus,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yuck. That's a terrible
But
hangover.
Yeah,
It
it's
was so
awful.
Ugh.
I never got the hangover from it, so it
Do-
didn't matter.
Do you guys remember that place, Casa Diablo?
It's
Yeah.
still there.
Is it really?
Hell yeah.
Well, me and a bunch of friends
Someone
used
actually
to go
got
up there.
stabbed a
I was
couple
gonna
days
say,
ago,
really?
like
It
last
was
week or
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So
Wow.
the
The-
stripper stabbed the fucking
The DJ.
DJ.
Oh,
the
shit.
DJ. So the DJ is standing in the DJ booth. He's facing away from everybody, and this chick just, is like looking around. Finally sees, oh, this is my opportunity, and just goes up and stabs the guy in the side. Right? The guy's like, "What the fuck? What's going on?" And you come to find out later, like everybody was like, "Oh, she was always a little off," and it's like, "Yeah, you think so?" It's like a 30-year-old chick or whatever that was working there. She'd worked there like 4 or 5 years, and she was going to stab someone that night. That was the idea.
So this wasn't just that the DJ did
Nope,
something to her.
nothing.
He's the one that got picked.
He was the one that was there at the
wrong
moment.
place, wrong time.
Ouch.
He was
What
the
about
one-
what were you talking about Diablo though?
Oh well, so a bunch of friends and I used to go up there back in the day, and because they used to have, I don't know if they still do it, but
Fire
they used
dancing?
to have. They did do that, but
Yeah.
they also, but they had
Was Ty
it was
there?
like $1. Oh,
Ty, remember? Were you at Jake's 16th birthday party?
I don't know. No.
Oh no, you weren't. That's
so.
right. You didn't meet us until like 2
No.
years later.
But anyway, they had like $1 16-ounce beers.
Oh,
Cans
cool.
of beer. So like we went up there because, dude, cheap fucking beer and
Right.
hot chicks dancing around. So there was probably a good
I only
several
believe part of
months
that.
that a bunch of us used to go there, just like 4 or 5 cars loads.
Wow.
We'd go up there and we'd just hang out, on the weekends and
Guys
stuff.
and all
It'd be
your
fun.
loads going there.
All of our loads.
Well, the only one
Spilled
I
all over the
I-
table.
I attended one frequently just because it was outside of my work when I worked in Portland. Like it was literally around the block.
No, the one that I
Like
go
I'd done
to
at
is
like 1 o'clock and go hit it up till 2 and then go home.
Some of them have some pretty
Exotica.
good food too, man.
Yeah, Exotica's pretty.
That's where I would
It
go
was a
all the
really
time.
nice place.
Yeah,
No, mine was the
I remember
Viewpoint.
Exotica.
Gentleman's Viewpoint.
Yeah, I broke up a fucking fight at Exotica and then almost got arrested for it. I was like, no, I watched a dude hit one of the strippers. And then I had to have the fucking security guards come up to the cops and go, no, this is not the guy that did it. I'm like, yeah, I'm white and short. The guy was black and tall. It's not the same. We're not the same person.
Thanks, though.
I'm like, all right.
Appreciate the comparison.
Thanks for the near arrest.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that was a weird night.
But some of these strip clubs actually have some pretty good food.
I heard
I
the
remember-
steaks are pretty good at them.
When I worked
The
down
Acropolis.
worked down at off Airport Way, me and a couple of the guys would go to lunch at one of these strip clubs, and dude, they had some great fucking steak.
Was it the Acropolis?
No,
Because I've
I don't
only
remember
heard-
what it was called, but
The only place I've heard
IKEA.
good food. He's like, they had all these
Their
Swedish
meatballs were fantastic.
Amazing.
but
the
you know what?
chi-
They were all plastic.
And these
No one
chicks-
was naked, but I mean,
He was like,
in
I
the,
don't-
in the women's room there was. It was odd.
I kept being like, yeah, take it off. And they're like,
People
get
kept
out of here,
yelling.
sir.
They just kept yelling and screaming at me. I never figured out why.
No, the one that I'd always heard was good food was the Acropolis. Their steaks.
Oh, okay.
It
I
was
don't
like-
think it was the
It
Acropolis.
was like
I don't remember
$5
what it
for a
was.
fucking giant steak.
Yeah.
and people would go there during, like, I don't know, like their lunches and shit.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
to me,
They would have like
What
lunch
an odd
specials
thing to
and
do.
stuff.
eating at a strip
Yeah.
club sounds terrible.
Doesn't sound very hygienic. That's for
No.
fucking sure.
But I'll tell you one thing. This place down there by Airport Way, it was. I don't remember which one it was called because it's been so many years. But like, but dude, the food there was fantastic.
Didn't get a lot of pubes in or nothing like that
No,
that
no,
you know of.
Nothing.
See, I remember the name of the place we played at.
The
It was
chef
called,
didn't dance naked.
It was called Docks. Is the place that we played at.
Oh,
And
really?
then it became a place called Safari.
Space docks.
I've heard of Safari.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the same place.
okay.
And the other reason why I remember the area is me and my friend Adam ended up driving by that area once, long before I ever went to any of the strip clubs down there, and we ended up seeing the aftermath of a gang fucking execution on the side of the road. Just a dude laying on the side of the road. He had a white towel over his head, and just the corners were white.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty.
What was the
fucking
color
brutal.
of the rest of it?
It was very red.
I think we had that conversation.
We might have.
Yeah,
But I mean, it
remember
was
we
just
talking about
It
that.
was
just-
yellow. Somebody had peed on it.
Yes.
It was brown. Someone wiped their ass and threw it on his face. Took a shit on him.
Now you guys
That's
are
the
just
gang
being rude.
association.
You guys are just being rude. Let his memory rest.
Someone died, huh?
Yeah.
I know. Where's my? I'm so insensitive.
You're insensitive. Stop being insensitive.
Speak ill of the dead.
We
I
don't
mean,
even know
they-
who the fuck it
They
was,
got their
guys.
target though, at least. I mean,
Oh.
and didn't hit anybody else. So
That shows ability, at least. You know.
yeah, no.
and drive. and
Someone's
skill.
proficient that
That's-
didn't put their finger on the trigger
Something to be said about
until
that.
they actually fired. Jackass.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
TikTok's gone.
Yep.
And what they're saying is it's funny because Trump's like, well, when I get into office, I'll probably try to extend that. But he's in office a day after. But
Yes.
everyone's. I mean, what the other funny thing about it is, all these content creators are saying, follow me on these other platforms, and a lot of these platforms are Chinese-owned platforms.
Of course they are.
I don't want to say Blue Sky because I'm not 100%.
'Cause I don't think Blue Sky's
There's
Chinese.
several other
I
ones
don't
that they're
think it is
giving
either.
you the links to. Follow me on this link. Follow, and literally these apps that they're saying to follow them on are Chinese-ran apps.
Yeah.
The very thing that's TikTok is
The
getting
reason
banned
TikTok
for.
is getting banned.
And they're even making comments. And the other thing I think is kind of profound about how this whole TikTok thing is going down is that it's a community, and people actually discuss a lot of stuff that could be very controversial, but at the same time sheds light on a lot of important things as well. Like, this is what potentially could have happened here at Palisades, and there's some videos, but a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff won't be as easily accessible, I guess, because on TikTok there's probably hundreds of thousands of people that are near that area that can post that information. Here's what's happening in my area. Here's what's happening in my place. Here's what's happening. I mean, same could be said for Facebook and the other, social
Sure.
media app.
But the thing is with TikTok, you've got all these people that are following all these people. So it's like this, it's all in one place.
It's a very
you know?
good network of people, and it actually brings out a lot of important information.
And Blue Sky's Seattle.
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah, I was wrong about that.
Yeah.
But there are apps that they're saying to go to, and again, these apps are miserable. There's actually apps that say they will connect you to TikTok's offshore accounts, so you can have an offshore TikTok account through this other app.
I mean, you could probably just do a VPN.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Some
Yeah.
basic thing like that. But
Yeah.
regardless, it's on one hand, I'm glad it's going away because really it is doom scrolling at its finest. Because I mean, I myself spend way too much time on it, and I can admit that because
No, I can tell.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's extremely entertaining because it's simple, quick, and easy.
Yeah.
And it's 5-minute snippets of something funny, something interesting, something completely mundane.
And also
Yeah,
the kind of stuff
I don't know.
that turns kids into, transes the kids.
Yeah, well, that was it. Yeah, but the thing is, what Trump was saying, I'll extend it because he was primarily the reason why it was being banned, because it's run by China, and that's his favorite place is China. He fucking hates China.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it wasn't just him,
But
though,
now that
because
he's
they
on
had,
the-
congressional hearings
Yeah,
and stuff
well,
about it, too.
he was one of those. I want to say. Not primary, but he was one of the people that were speaking out about it
He was speaking out about
a lot.
it, yeah.
And now that he's on it, and I'm not saying it's what helped him win the election, but it
Yeah,
didn't
Sure,
hurt.
I'm sure it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
But I don't think TikTok would have been a primary source anyway.
Oh, did you? I mean, his following on it got insane.
It did grow
I'm
fast.
just saying that it is probably the fact that he was smart enough to use podcasts and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
That was way bigger.
Yeah, it was definitely
At
a
the same
combination
time,
of
though,
things.
you can't deny that his TikTok presence did help him a lot, and it did with the TikTok users. And how many billions of users use TikTok?
I don't know how many.
It's
billions.
insane, but now he's on the
you also
other
gotta
side of it.
realize-
It's like, hey, I'll try to extend it for you guys because I agree this and
You also got to realize that the algorithms used in TikTok are completely different in China versus America.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Because
are.
in China, do you know what they show?
educational
they show
stuff.
educational stuff where kids are being smart.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, they show all of our retarded shit.
Yeah, twerking and robberies. And
Yeah, the dumbest shit we could
Yeah.
think of.
Let's-
Like, hey, let's toss that on
let's
there.
climb up a stairs of milk crates and see
It's
what happens.
fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
We'll make that a challenge.
Yeah, and this
Let's
is
eat some Tide
they're,
Pods.
they're like, hey, how
I
else
remember
can
that
we
one.
fuck over America?
Yeah.
And that's what it's doing.
I'm not denying that one bit, but it's
It's
entertainment.
brain rot.
But-
it's fucking brain
And the only
rot.
reason
Yeah.
I would be mad about it is because it's China doing it.
Mm-hmm.
If it was owned by an American company, I'd be like, all right, these idiots are at least paying an American.
Well, I sent a link towards, and I don't know how much validity is in it, but the Elon Musk has been thrown in the mix for TikTok.
Oh, has
That
it?
he could potentially buy it.
yeah, except the owner of TikTok said that'll never happen.
Yeah, well, he said it was being considered
No,
on
the
that
owner,
link that I sent.
the owner, what
For
I
a-
saw recently
Yeah, what was it, Bike Dance, whatever it's
was
called?
like yesterday. He
Yeah.
said, no, it's never happening.
Yeah.
We're never selling to Elon. It's not.
Well, they'd rather shut it down.
They're not shutting it down.
In the United States, it is.
Okay, but that's still not shut down. It's a worldwide company.
I get that, but to be profitable, don't you think it'd be a good idea to follow through with selling a portion of it to
I
us?
don't know. They already have 1 billion people in China.
I'm not denying that they do, but they're
And
losing a
1 billion
huge chunk
people-
of it from
1
Americans.
billion people in India. I don't think that they're going to go fucking.
So it doesn't hurt
hungry.
'em.
Of course, but
Well, it does,
It's
but-
not. They're not going to go hungry. It's going to be a thriving company regardless.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that either, but I'm saying it does hurt the company.
Of course, but they're not going to sell it because of that.
No, they've still got.
They're gonna
such a
keep their own
wide
profits.
market share.
They don't want to fucking get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But even the one of the CEOs says we're not a Chinese-owned company.
They absolutely 100%
They
are.
are.
Yeah.
They are.
And they have tons of links directly. Any company in China has tons of links directly to the fucking
The
CCP.
Yeah.
And they have even more.
Well, the same could be said about any type of electronic device we use.
No.
So your iPhone doesn't.
iPhone's American-made.
It's not made in China.
Well,
They might be assembled.
chips?
But they're not.
Maybe
No, they're
assembled,
not
but-
technically.
Oh, all right.
Software's not written there. None of that. It's not the same thing as Huawei, which Huawei is 100% Chinese.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
And Huawei.
people that got those Huawei phones.
Yeah, they
you
have.
know?
Well, now they're not allowed in America.
not
at
anymore.
all.
Yeah.
But they definitely have backdoors that China can go through to fucking
for
figure
sure.
out what's on your fucking
Wild.
shit.
Dude, they even have literally vacuum cleaners and things like that, and other products you get from like things like Temu and stuff, where they will have Wi-Fi in there
Yeah.
to connect to your computer.
I
and
saw
stuff
those.
like that.
Yeah,
They
the
can
USB
get
dongles
information
for
that
like
way.
charging
And they'll
cables.
Yeah.
steal your
Yeah.
information
Yeah,
that
it's
way.
wild.
They
dude.
are sneaky about it. They're really
They
fucking.
put
all-
balloons over us, dude. They're fucking wild. These guys are fucking
And
ingenious.
SUVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which SUV would that be? The Bronco?
Yep, the Bronco. You got it right, Tim.
That's bizarre.
Way
Why
to
would they
go.
be manufacturing the Bronco in China?
It's weird that you got it right on the first shot.
Well, you know, I am talented.
You're fucking brilliant.
I have my finger on the pulse, as it were,
Of-
of a
Well,
cock.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
was
do
gonna say.
you do watch TikTok, so I mean,
I do.
You know, you
Yeah.
keep up to date.
So I'm not going to miss it. I'm kind of glad it's going away because, again, it gives me a reason to just set the phone down and play something else. Which
Yeah.
I've gotten back into Helldivers, too.
No, you should get back
The Illuminator
into
are fucking
boxing.
nuts.
Are they?
Boxing.
Have they appeared?
Oh.
They have.
Yeah, they're vicious, too.
Really?
They're fucking wild, dude. I would...
Ooh, I'm gonna have to jump back
Yeah,
into.
check them out.
Wow,
dude.
speaking of hell diving into whores,
Oh yeah, since we were talking about OnlyFans.
Good segue, Shane.
So we've talked about this lady before. So she's making a return to the show because she has now broken a new world record. Apparently,
I don't know that we actually talked about her on the
We-
show. I think we
I'm
talked
sure
about her
we did.
before it.
No, we did. We
Viewers-
talked. I remember.
yeah, we talked about when she
Was it very short
broke
then?
the 100 the
Yeah.
100 man.
We were on the
bang.
topic of several different
Yeah.
sexual escapades of people, and she came up.
So
on the list.
this woman
Came
Bonnie
up.
Blue, she we had talked about it on the show once when she hit.
Yes, we
the-
established that, Kevin. We talked
yeah,
about it on the show.
100
Yes,
man
this whore did some
bang.
hoary things.
in 24 hours that time. This time, she has done 1,057 men in just 12 hours
43 seconds.
after inviting barely legal blokes.
Actually, it'd
Oh,
be
is
less
this in
time than
Britain?
that.
This
No,
is the
she's.
Sun,
I think
though.
she's British.
it's
yeah.
reported in Britain. That's the Sun.
I didn't
Yeah.
know what
The Sun
what-
is a British
okay.
paper.
Good to know.
It's a tabloid.
Thank you.
So, this chick.
Well, she seems delightful. Look at that smile.
Yeah, she's very
She's
happy
like, look
about
at how
what
much of
she's
a
done.
whore
I did it. Oh my God, you guys, I did it.
I bet you anything her dad, if he's not dead now, has already killed himself.
He probably participated.
So,
He put a mask on. It's like, I've been wondering about this.
He could have.
Well, sick fuck.
She says that
It is Britain.
she says that her skin is looking better than ever after her sexploits.
What?
Why?
What does that got to do with
I have
anything?
no idea.
It was Bukkake, wasn't it?
Maybe was.
That's how we got into the conversation.
Well,
Remember
let's
that
say
gal that
gobs after gobs after gobs or something like that.
Yeah, it says, so I'll give you a bit of an overview. Gangbangs after gangbangs? Is that what
So
that
that's
is?
what it was. It was gangbangs. It
She
was-
said the room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5.
Yeah, she was doing all holes and hands.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
not
so.
what it says.
Oh, I don't know.
Groups of 5. How do you fuck
Five
guys?
people in the same fucking room at the same time. How big do you think this room
here,
is?
She explains this here. She says
They have to have room to maneuver, dude. No, they're
So
not
she
all
said-
fucking her at the same time.
So one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle.
what
like
a
that.
shock.
That's when she went to one-on-ones.
That's the whole fucking time.
As she hit 1,000, there
You're
were
not
still
reading it.
57 left in the queue who Bonnie wanted to pleasure before ending the 12-hour day. Oh, how nice of her.
Yeah, what a sweet lady.
There are only 720 minutes in a 12-hour period, meaning if Bonnie's claims are true, she must have allocated less than a minute per person.
Yeah. It would have been around 38
yeah, you
to 40
actually
seconds.
did. Yeah.
Well, it's 43 seconds for 1,000, so it's roughly,
Yeah.
my guess is right around 40 seconds per person. So they would have to in and then pump a couple times and get out of the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that might be too much. You know?
Yeah.
Might just, you'd think one
But
pump
Tim's
and
idea
done.
was, oh, she's
If you
having...
scroll up and look at it, it says the groups of 5, and then I wanted to give people more time, so I moved to one-on-ones. That's what I was reading.
Where?
If you scroll down now, you passed
Oh,
it.
yeah, pass it.
Yeah. Everybody.
It's down.
Yeah, it's the next one down.
Next one down.
Yeah.
Oh, she said that she wanted to give people more time, so then they reduced it to one-on-ones. So no, that's where she said. So one person would watch whilst I was
So
with
before
somebody.
it was gangbangs of 5,
And then it was literally
one-on-ones.
the rotating
there's
circle
not.
like that.
There's no
Yeah.
way she's doing 5 at once. How many dicks do you think she's fitting in one hole?
I've seen more. I've seen
I
2
understand
dicks in
that,
each
but
hole.
the logistics don't make sense.
2
due
dicks
to
in the
time.
ass, 2 dicks in
Due to time.
DVDA.
It would take longer to set that up than it would take.
Yeah.
I mean, for the one-on-ones.
I don't know. I mean, that's what it's
My
how I'm
guess is
interpreting this.
she was finger trapped. That was about it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That would
guessing
be-
too.
Right,
that would
so
be
not
likely.
doing hands as well.
I mean, she could have, but that's not
Yeah.
sex.
I know. I agree. So that's. I mean,
Blowjob's not really sex either.
yeah.
Yeah, she says so. Yeah, it started with gangbangs, and then she said the room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, and then she went to the one-on-ones. So it
Yeah.
just sort of went. you know,
Yeah. So it
dropped
started pretty fucking hard and heavy, and then
Yeah.
she's like, I gotta slow it down a bit.
Yeah.
Just
And then
wanted to
even
give-
after she was done, she took care of the other 50-something guys
Bless
that were
her
still in the
heart.
queue.
Yeah, that's.
Didn't want to leave them empty-handed.
I
you
guess
know?
not.
I mean, she sounds delightful. I guess.
She looks like
That's
she,
an odd goal to aspire to.
Yeah,
but she
yeah.
did it.
Really
she did it.
ridiculous gold. Not
It's-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
Wasn't
dicks in there.
who was the chick
It's a
that
lot
who was the chick that did that first? It was she became a
It was,
porn star at the
uh,
ranch.
yeah.
The Bunny
Houston-
Ranch.
No,
the Houston.
Houston, that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
500.
that's it.
Houston
Houston
500.
500.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, she did 500 guys, and
Yeah.
they like did a fucking like porn video of it, right?
Yes,
And,
it was
like,
called
back in
the
day.
Houston
Was that what
500.
it was called?
Yeah.
It was like Hustler or something like that. That did
I don't
that
know.
Or some shit
I know that
back
she
in the
did
day?
eventually go to that ranch in Las Vegas. She was a
Yeah,
regular
that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
dude got
'Cause the
he
guy
died.
died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't get murdered. He died.
No, he
And
died
the-
from like a heart attack.
And the
or
whole
something
reason
like
that it doesn't exist anymore is because he didn't have in his will to leave the license
Yeah.
to anybody.
Huh.
Had he left the license, it'd probably still be open.
What a shame.
Well,
Those poor innocent homeless girls
personally-
now.
I don't care if we have whorehouses. We should. Doesn't bother me.
That's great.
I don't know why it's illegal. So fucking's legal. Buying things is legal. Buying fucking is illegal. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's a really dumb
But
thing.
it's legal to film it. And
Depends
pay,
on- well, it
and
also
pay
dep-
your stars.
It also depends on which state you're in, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Because I'm sure in Arkansas it's not the same, unless they're like, well, if your guys are cousins, it's fine, but if you're not,
As long as it's horse's nostril, we'll allow it.
yeah, well, not in Washington State because we had Mr. Hands,
Yep.
Yeah, that guy ruined it for everyone.
Our
didn't he?
claim to fame.
or that's just a weird thing to do.
That's a weird thing to do.
I mean, Kevin, you could be like, man, I was gonna fuck a horse.
I was really looking forward to that too. Thanks, Mr. Hands.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Now what am I going to do
That's
with
how
this
he died,
ass?
actually. It's 100% how he died.
He really did.
He got perforated.
Yes, he did.
That was probably how it sounded too.
Probably was. Maybe
And then
that's where that
And then at
comes
the end,
from.
he said, "Mortal Kombat," and then died.
And the farmer said, "Finish him."
The fact that the video, you can still find the video out there is crazy.
Oh, that's
Finish her.
No, it was all
It was
him.
him.
Kill confirmed.
all men in this story,
Yeah,
even the horse.
yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't get that. Like you always hear about like Mexico and donkey shows. Like, what's the appeal?
I think for a lot of people that go, it's just
The taboo.
the taboo, and just the what the fuck
taboo
is
novelty?
happening. Yeah.
Well, you gotta
Other
have
people probably get
you gotta
off
have
on it.
some story about it. Mexico. Why not be a donkey show?
But you know what? That seems to be
Or you
a
could have been
common
robbed.
one.
What sounds
Yeah.
better, getting
Well, if you-
robbed or you sing a donkey show in Mexico?
What was it?
Or both.
What was that movie where they're like, yeah, we went and saw a donkey show, and then we just
Clerks
we
2?
just like
I think it was
we just
Clerks 2.
ended up feeling bad for the donkey
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Clerks
and the
2.
girl.
Or was it 3?
There was
I think it was a
there was
Clerks
Clerks
one.
too, but it wasn't that. That's not the movie he's referencing.
Yeah, I don't remember what movie it came from.
because
but
they actually had a donkey show at the restaurant.
they did. You're right.
Oh.
You're right. They did.
Yeah, and it was a dude and a male donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. He started giving the donkey a blowjob.
Called himself Mr. Hands.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember his
I don't
name
remember
was.
what he called himself,
But
but
he
it
gave
was his donkey.
He gave the donkey a female name, so they thought it was going to be a female donkey until they saw the donkey and like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh, this is just weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
they got offended.
Before it was not
Rosario
weird.
Dawson was offended. She's a good-looking gal. I think you see her vagina in the movie too. Shaved bald, no less.
Yeah, that's the style, Tim.
What was
Alexander, she was.
Was that what it was?
She was naked in that one, I think.
that? Yeah.
I
The
don't
one
know.
with Colin Farrell.
You can look it up.
I don't know. It was Colin Farrell. This is the guy that played Mr. Tumman from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He also was. Oh man, what's that?
Make a
actor's-
better reference because we don't remember
I don't
that
know
one.
No,
Yeah.
you never watched Lion, the Witch, and the
I
Wardrobe.
saw
sure
it.
we've
I
seen
saw
it,
it
but-
once.
Mr.
like,
Tumlin?
back when it came out.
He was also in Split.
I don't remember the names of every fucking
He was the main
character.
character in Split. See, it's not an easy
McAvoy.
McAvoy, James
Yeah,
McAvoy.
James
Yeah,
McAvoy,
it was
yeah.
her and James McAvoy, and he was a psycho in this movie, and he said that he was infatuated with the baldness of a woman's vagina, so she shaved it for him, and then had him arrested.
You know way too much about this weird shit.
How could you not? It's Rosario Dawson's nude vagina, dude, shaved bald. They showed labia on that thing, dude. It was wild. I couldn't believe it.
Just not technically the vagina, but that's okay.
Now, did they show her face when they showed
Yes.
it? I was
She
going to say,
did a
because a
full-
lot of times they could do
A
insert
full
shot and it's a
body-
different
no,
actress.
full body figure of her walking down a hallway towards him.
They have tricks to that too.
No, I wouldn't be, but well, yeah, because the latest. Oh my gosh, my favorite director. I already forgot his name. He did Royal Tenenbaums.
Is that Jarmusch?
No. But
Paul Thomas Anderson?
No.
No?
Jim
The guy that
Jarmusch
loves
did
using rich
Elephant.
colors and all that shit
Yeah.
like that. He likes
Yeah.
really good scene setups. He loves really rich. He did the Fantastic Mr. Fox. He
I
did
didn't
Isle
see
of
that.
Dogs.
Wait, was it
Didn't
Jim
see that one
Jarmusch?
either.
Elephant.
But anyway, he had one recently with the golly. I'm terrible with names tonight.
yeah, no, good.
I'm already-
Don't
I'm
look
always-
it up.
But he did one recently where you're going to see. Oh my fucking God. One of the Marvel chicks that does all the acrobatics. And the big tits. You see her full on naked too, but it's from the neck
You're
down.
really derailing this right now.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah,
I'm doing
I'm
my
not- I don't
Wes
know.
Anderson, for fuck's
Wes
sake.
Anderson.
Oh, there's-
Okay, gotcha.
the movie I was thinking was Gus Van Sant. Different guy. Not Jarmusch.
No,
Elephant. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't.
It's basically a school shooting movie
Oh, really?
based off of like a mix of Columbine
Asteroid City.
and the one that happened in Springfield, Oregon.
Oh, so what? They mixed it together?
Well, no, it's basically just, inspired by those two events.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
And it was filmed in Portland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember when that.
Scarlett Johansson in Asteroid City.
Okay.
You get to see her naked in a tub shower, being peeped at from under the window.
Well, she's also in another one.
Okay,
where
Mr.
she's like
Skin.
that. Yeah.
No, it's just.
What was
you
it
gotta
called?
Appreciate a hot one being naked, dude.
God, she's like an alien and inside of a human like skin.
Species?
No.
Yeah, Species is what I'm thinking of.
Species. That's Natasha Henstridge.
And you see a lot of her and everything.
Yeah.
That was her claim to fame, basically, which is being naked all the fucking time. So not as much as Megan Fox. Well, Megan Fox has never done nude, has she?
Yeah. Why would...
Under the Skin. It's called Under the Skin.
I like how you described it as, she's like under the skin.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the name.
I don't know the name of the movie, though.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for
Let me
Under
look it
the
up.
Skin. Oh, it's called Under the Skin.
Oh,
This
it's
is it
kind of
right
like that
here.
vampire movie that he was trying to talk about?
Yeah,
About
Scarlett
the vampire
Johansson,
moms?
yeah.
But this is the movie I'm talking about.
Is she naked in that one, too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, remember the vampire pregnant mom movie that Kevin was talking about a while ago? You don't remember that?
No.
And then we were trying to figure out what it was. He's typing in the dumbest shit to fucking find it. And we typed in vampires, pregnant moms. And it just immediately pops up and it's like called Vampire Pregnant Moms or some shit. It was fucking so dumb.
That sounds like
So
a trauma
that's how
movie.
you
It was
search
so
movies,
dumb.
dude.
It was one of the funniest things on it because it literally took us like 10 minutes to get there. And it was all for like this letdown
That's
of it.
typically the
basically being-
content of this show, though, is 10 minutes to find one subject piece.
That's very true.
And it's a struggle to get there. I mean,
Well,
And then
I
it's
mean,
for
it's
me,
a- it's-
mostly,
I don't
it's
know
always
what
a
happened
letdown.
to you right there besides maybe a stroke.
yeah, I think I'm getting worse and worse, man. My memory's going like crazy.
Well, let's hope it's dementia.
I think it is. It could be early onset. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, it happens
Hope
to
so.
everybody.
It
Not
doesn't
everyone,
actually.
But, well,
I like
it
how
happens
he's
to a lot
trying
of
to
people.
it happens to the best of us.
The
is what
best of
happens.
I like
There
how
we
he's
go,
trying
there
to
we go.
comfort you by going, yeah, no, everyone gets dementia.
Everyone gets dementia.
We
Look-
all do that.
Look at Joe Biden.
Don't
Hawk
worry,
and claw sauce.
don't worry, Tim. Everyone gets that disease that you have that is only
1.2
one out of
billion.
8.3 million. You know,
My dick's so big.
Corn Pop was a bad
that he didn't
dude.
say.
Corn Pop was a
If it
bad
holds near
dude.
and dear to you that you like to be able to...
You gotta love how he's a guy that's just nothing but slogans he doesn't know.
He's trying to take claim fame for that
Israel.
treaty. Yeah,
Hamas?
He's trying to say that's all me,
Hamas?
baby.
I mean, Trump did also put a treaty in when he did it. The Abraham Accords.
Abraham Accords, which he's going to try to strengthen those even further.
Yeah, that was the whole idea of it, to not have them fight each other.
Exactly.
And it worked for a while.
yeah, until the money ran out.
Well, until a new administration took
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
usually the way it works. That is the one big problem that we have with term limits in this country is term limits equal treaties that don't fucking keep going. And,
Yeah, to
and
get any
other
real change done, it has to be at least 12 years, I heard. A 12-year period of the same administration.
Yeah. I don't
Republican and
know if that's
Democratic.
necessarily true. I mean, it might have a track record.
Yeah,
but
statistically is what they say.
But I mean, we usually just shuffle through different shit all the time, and it's like, well, we didn't like it kind of this way, and it's like, well, yeah, you got to realize that we don't like our politicians. Maybe we should just scrap the whole system.
It's not
Go
a
straight
bad
into
idea.
Anarchy or
I don't know, something better than this.
Purge.
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 I like the purge idea.
it does sound fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, now it does. A week ago, it didn't sound fun to you, did
No,
it?
it didn't. But I think I'm willing to get on board.
I told you, once you feel the power again.
We get to wear masks.
I'm not wearing a mask.
Why? That's part of the fun.
Nope.
He
Don't
doesn't
need
need to.
I don't need a mask.
He's scary enough.
At that point, nah, you need to see who's coming.
I'm gonna come.
And it's going to be me. All right, we can edit on that.
All right. Fine.
I guess that's coming. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening to the SKIDS Podcast. Follow us on the social media places that you can follow us. And like, subscribe, comment, fucking tell a friend.
Yes.
Kevin's going to say something.
Spread it around.
Yes, like the HIV that Kevin has. Goodbye, everybody.
Take dive into the madness. No time for control.